So when it comes to glute exercises, for us runners, it's easy to think that things like squats and deadlifts are the be-all, end-all. But I want to show you an exercise which is massive bang for the buck and not enough runners do. This is really simple, really straightforward, and it covers so many bases. Very simply, we can stand on one leg. In this position, I want you to focus on having the knee pointing forwards. If you need to be slightly toed out to do so, okay, your body might be different to mine, we're all different, but just find a position where you can comfortably keep that knee pointing straight ahead. Keep the knee slightly soft, okay, it's not a squatting movement, we're pretty much locking in this position. Then I want to work on this side. With this leg, all I want to do is lift and come out to the side, and then come back to the center. My torso is slightly pitched forward, which I'll show you in a second. But as I'm working up, almost like a kind of a dog peeing on a lamppost, sorry to be graphic, but that's kind of the movement. What I want to really focus on is making sure this knee doesn't drift inwards. Lots of runners we see as they land and load, the knee takes a little drift in towards the midline. This is an exercise which really teaches your glutes on the standing leg. We're working glute max, glute med, and glute min all at once. Teaches those glutes to create stability around the hip to keep the knee nicely pointing forwards. Obviously, we're abducting and ever so slightly externally rotating on this side, so those glutes here are going to feel the effort. Again, big bang for the buck. But really, I want to focus on this standing leg. Now, just to give you an idea of position, okay, we're not bolt upright like this. I want you ever so slightly pitched forwards, keeping the back straight, the weight on the front of the foot, and then we're lifting out to the side and back. It's a simple movement, but simple doesn't mean easy. Again, this is the sort of exercise you'll find in our Bulletproof Runners program. If you know you need this sort of thing, give our 7-day free challenge a try, working through simple stability work, just being consistent for a week. Now, you're wondering why I've got this in my wrist. It's so that we can make this exercise ever so slightly more challenging. If you have a resistance band, either just above or just below the knee, we can do exactly the same thing, keeping that little soft knee bend. From there, pulling out against the band. You're going to feel more effort here through that moving hip, those glutes working to abduct the hip, but the band is also pulling this knee into the midline. So you're not only now influencing this knee with the rotation coming from top down, you're also directly pulling it with the band. So you're having to work harder through your glutes on that standing leg. It's a great exercise just to teach us runners to create that nice, stable base with the stance leg. Okay, let me know how you get on with this. If you found that useful, check out the video right over here, because it'll teach you exactly how to know whether or not you're using your glutes when you run. That's kind of important.